click, click. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not, welcome back. Hugs. Would you kiss? Would you kiss? Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh. I know it feels like it's been ages, right? I know it's only the second week of the new year, but like, y'all know January can sometimes feel slow like molasses. So before we even go any further, you already know what I'm about to say. If you would like one-on-one coaching with yours truly, you already know what to do. www.lawofassumtionprincess.com. As always, before booking, make sure you read that disclaimer in full. Why? Because it helps you out. It helps me out, and it just makes everything easier for the both of us. Thank you. Mwah. Love you. All right, y'all. I do have a new microphone on. I haven't used this one, I don't think, at all yet. So let me know how this is. I'm feeling pretty confident about it because I've tested it a few times myself, but like, you know, let me know. Let me know. I'm always trying to perfect the audio in here because like that's a really important factor to me. So you guys, I am so excited to talk about this because this is a success story. And I really love coming to you guys with my own personal success stories because if you have been watching my law of assumption content and watching my channel since the beginning, I'm a testimony to the law continuously and effortlessly always working. The law has changed my life in the biggest, most blessed ways possible. And when I sit here before you all and I make these videos and I regurgitate this information, I'm not just regurgitating it from a baseless place. I'm not just parroting information that I've heard online. I'm speaking from my own perspective. I'm speaking from my own perspective and my own lived experiences. The only reason I feel comfortable even coming on this channel and talking about the law and being a coach is because I have lived experiences starting from the bottom, working my way up, okay? You can go back. Even some of y'all comment on my videos and say, you know what's crazy, Tiffany? From the time that you started talking about the law till now, your physical appearance, the way that your physical appearance has changed. Y'all go back to my old videos. I was always a baddie. I was always beautiful. I was always gorgeous. But I mean, like, even I get shocked because I look at my physical appearance evolution and I'm like, girl, I consciously manifested that. So a few years ago, I made a video on this channel about how I manifested this current home that I'm living in right now. And I told y'all about how I did that when I was going through a plethora, y'all, a plethora of circumstances. Like, really, when I first found out about the law and I started applying it, my life was full of crazy circumstances. I wasn't always in the best positions, but I was feeling like I was really in the best place in my life because I understood the law. And so those circumstances didn't matter. And so I was just bulldozing them time and time and time again. It was really, honestly, it was so crazy. I always think about that time in my life. But today I wanted to talk about how I manifested my new home again. So these videos that you guys are about to see me pump out might be a few of the last videos that you guys see me have with this background and this space. As you guys know, I am engaged and me and my fiance are obviously, with any married couple, taking the leap of moving in together. So we got our first space together, we got our first home together, and I am so excited, and I'm so excited to share this with you guys. So I already know what the question is. Well, how did you do it? 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 I told y'all before already, the TiffriahGrande channel is not going to be hyper focusing on techniques. Like, y'all, I'm not hyper focusing on any technique. I'm not hyper focusing on like I did this in this specific arithmetic and that's how it came to be. Because really, how I got my house, how I manifested this home that I decided that I wanted for me and my fiance, was I decided that we had it, okay? So before I even went looking into the housing market, went searching for a place, I already started actively affirming and deciding, because again, let's be clear, let's be so clear. The affirmation is just a repeated decision that you're keeping on a loop. So the affirmation isn't necessarily making the thing come into fruition. The affirmation is a reminder of the decision that you already made. So I already decided before I even knew what the hell the house was going to look like, before I even knew what area we wanted to live in, before I even knew anything about the house that we were going to be looking for. I already decided that I found the perfect one. That's what it comes down to, is what is the decision that you're hovering on. So take like every single technique off of the pedestal for a second, because I think that sometimes a lot of y'all do that unconsciously without realizing it. Take all of the techniques off the pedestal for a second. You always lead with the decision. The decision is you. It's a mirror reflection of you, right? Because you're the beginning, the middle, and the end. Everything ends and begins with your decision, and because everything's a mirror. If you solidify yourself in a decision, the rest is promised. The rest is promised. So I didn't go into my mind's eye and have like this clear visualization in 4K of this house. I didn't even know what the hell I was looking for. Okay, you know what I'm saying? My fiance, she lives across the city as of right now. Obviously that's about to change, seeing as though she's about to, we're about to live together. But my fiance lives across the city, and so I just like it. I didn't know what the hell. All right. So all I did was tell myself, you know what? I found the perfect space for me, my fiance, and our family to start our life. And that's all I said. That's all I said. And that's what I knew. So even actively going into our home search, right, y'all? I am going into it with the knowing that it's going to pop up and it's going to fall into my lap. That was another thing I said, because y'all know I do not like efforting when it comes to manifestation. I tell y'all that all the time. Manifesting isn't efforting. Manifesting isn't hard work. So I already went into it with the preconditions, the preconceived notions, right? That I'm going into this and my manifestation is going to fall into my lap. I'm going into this and the perfect home is going to find me because it's already mine. It is already mine. And that is what I stuck to. That is what I solidified myself in. A lot of times I will do what I call taking on the identity of the affirmation that I'm saying, taking on the identity of the decision that I'm making. Because really the thing about it is, if I had the home that I wanted, I would be secure and comfortable and happy and elated, right? So of course, I don't know, there's a lot of limiting beliefs out there about the home market, about searching for a house right now, any kind of house, an apartment. It's still a, crazy belief that the housing market is shitty and trash. The home market, y'all already know, okay? So, but here's the thing, and I'm going to talk about this in a different video too. When I was running into those circumstances, it was almost like, not even almost, I was grateful. Do you want to know why I was grateful in those moments? Because I already knew that all this meant was that I found my perfect home. So there'd be days where we would just be like, oh, what the hell, like whatever. But I ultimately knew. I was like, you know what? No, I'm thankful. Thank you to this circumstance for popping up and reflecting to me that I found my perfect home. Thank you to this circumstance for showing up and reflecting to me that I already have the manifestation and the desire because I declared it so. And so it is. Thank you to this circumstance for showing up and reminding me that I'm the operant power, that I'm God, that I'm chosen, that I can easily and effortlessly and instantly manifest my desired home that I would like to live in for as long as I so choose with the love of my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I noticed that when I started doing this, let me know if y'all want a full video on this, okay? Because I will give y'all a full video on this, because this might be considered a technique, but this is kind of one that I came up with. I'm sure somebody else has done this before too. It's pretty much just gratitude. But this is something that I kind of consider to be like the thank you method. So if y'all want me to go more in detail about that, tell me and I will definitely make a video about that as well. But at any rate, I was just so, even in the midst of being bothered, because you're a person, you're going to have emotions come to the surface. You're going to have things pop up that get on your nerves. You're going to be annoyed. You're going to be frustrated. It's human nature, right? And I didn't try to bypass my emotions about it. If I was annoyed about something, I'm going to let myself be annoyed about something. If I'm frustrated about something, I'm going to let myself be frustrated about something. The kicker is I didn't let that change my decision. I never once wavered in my decision. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I feel like what happens is a lot of y'all will be presented with a circumstance and then you decide that that circumstance means that your manifestation isn't done. That's the problem. That's the problem. When I tell y'all, I literally knew. I was like, this house is gonna fall into my lap. It most certainly did. It most certainly did. I found it. She found it. She found it maybe a few days after we went to a viewing, and it was just a horrible viewing. It was just so terrible. It was ridiculous. Just not a good experience all around. And I went home that night and I was like, you know the hell what? That just means that our perfect place fell into our lap. And it certainly did. Perfect, perfect, perfect. When I say it was in my budget, in my neighborhood, in the exact kind of neighborhood that I wanted it to be in. Every single thing, just like how I told y'all how I manifested her, right? And how I made a list and how I said this, tall, loving, communicative, all these things. Same with this home. Same exact experience with this home. I wasn't stressing myself out. I wasn't necessarily affirming like a hamster on a wheel. I definitely like saturation, because saturation is just a continued repetition of a decision that you made, right? So I live in that knowing. I live in the end, whichever way you want to call it, however you feel comfortable calling it. That is what I did. And I didn't make it a full-time job. I just made it my state of being. I became rooted in the identity of the woman who has the home that she wants. And anytime I would feel myself divert from that, I'm just saying, you know what? Thank you for this moment, because all this moment is doing is reflecting to me the fact that I have already what I want. I have every single thing that I want down to the finest detail. And my house showed up ready for me with my motherfucking name on it. It certainly did. Yeah, it certainly did, y'all. And that's the thing. It does not have to be harder than that. Like, y'all, it doesn't have to be harder than that. Anytime it feels harder than that, it could be a multitude of reasons. I'm not going to say it's just one specific thing going on, because there's different things going on with different people, and different people have different subconscious minds and different circumstances and different thoughts and all types of stuff. But a lot of what a common denominator is that you're giving too much life to the circumstance and you're making a non-issue an issue. It does not have to be harder. It does not have to take longer. It does not have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be an uphill battle, a hard process. If you are just continuously choosing to make the decision that no matter what you see, it is done. That is what I do. That is what I always have done. When I want to affirm, I affirm. When I want to visualize, I visualize. When I want to practice any other technique, I practice any other technique. But I don't drive myself up a wall and go insane if I'm not living, eating, and breathing a technique, because I'm God. I'm God. What do I look like putting the technique above me? So yeah, there's really not much to say, y'all, because this was an instant, easy manifestation. Much like how I told y'all how I instantly manifested this phone that I'm on right now, y'all. I talked about that like earlier last summer. How I instantly manifested my phone. Like, my phone broke and I was so pissed off. I was so freaking mad. And I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. It just means that I manifested the new one. The next day, got the exact phone I wanted for free. Literally decided like, beep, 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 beep. Also, I won a giveaway this week. I won a giveaway for like a $400 photo shoot and a painted portrait of yours truly. And that was just after me making the decision that I win every giveaway I enter. And I woke up on Tuesday morning to that text and that notification that like, hey, you won the giveaway, da 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 da. So like, y'all, maybe I should make a general video on like effortless manifesting. Let me know if y'all want that too. I think that we should do that. But at any rate, this is such a ramble. I just wanted to share this with you guys because I know that a lot of y'all have actually come to me and talked to me about how you're manifesting homes. And you saw my first video about how, I manifested my first home for the same exact way. It was the same exact way. I was just dealing with a lot of crazy circumstances at that time, but didn't stop shit. It didn't stop a damn thing. I still manifested my home and I still got exactly what I wanted. And everything aligned perfectly. So yeah, same thing with this, the same instant, easy manifestation. I don't want to make anything hard. I don't want to make manifesting a full-time job because it's just naturally what I do and it's naturally who I am. So I'm not going to fight for what's rightfully mine. All right. At any rate, I could keep talking about this forever and ever and ever, but I'm going to shut up because I'm a yapper and I still want to make a few more videos. Go ahead and follow me on social media, you guys. Here's my socials, especially on Law of Assumption Princess Instagram. Follow me on my Law of Assumption Princess Insta. All right. And until next time, you know that I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.